Hello and welcome back. Our month off is over.
We took a little break. Now we're back.
Yeah.
Done with all of our cons and travels and
extra unexpected travels and things. But we are back, and we've got one of our friends of the channel on tonight to talk about Spillblood, Jonathan Hedrick, and with him, his letter on this project, who is local to me here in New Orleans, Leo. McGovern, Leo at Lion Lettering. Welcome in, guys.
Thanks for having me back. Thanks for having me back as like you guys back.
Yeah.
You know,
we're really coming back with one of our friends from the channel. Next week we've got Travis coming on to talk about the Cthulhu stuff that he's got going on. So it's like the friends welcome us back to the channel,
right.
Right. And we were just talking about Idris here, hanging out, Princess Unicorn. But yeah, miss you here in New Orleans, and thanks for tuning in tonight. You actually get to watch.
Yeah, not at work. No, you're not at work for once. What's it like?
But we are talking about Spillblood, another one of your many projects with Stefano Cardicelli. One of the times we talked before, I think you had mentioned that you guys were just trying different genres together, and I'm excited for this one. It looks really cool.
So far, nothing y'all have done has been bad. So
I appreciate that.
Keep it going.
This is a full project number 4. So I say full project because him and I accidentally worked together on a short 8-pager that I wrote back in 2020 for Austin Janowski's Zombies Were Human Too. And I didn't know who the artist was going to be, but I just wrote this 8-page zombie story. That Francesca's home.
Surprise.
The way you find out that she's made it home.
Right. But like 2 years later, I see artwork back for that 8-pager, and it's Stefano. I'm like, cool. And we already did a zombie book together, so it's like, now this is like full project 4, but there was like a 0.5 in there somewhere too.
Yeah,
it was basically just the universe being like, listen, you're literally not allowed to not work together.
Right.
And then Leo here. Local to me here at the comic shop, Crescent City Comics, but really getting into lettering.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome job. Yeah, thank you for joining us for this.
Whoops.
Lost you.
Just kidding.
Thank you and bye.
Nice little room tour.
Exit City down.
Yeah. But yeah, good to meet you too, Caroline.
Yeah.
Hey, Brennan.
Always nice to meet new friends from the shop.
Yeah. Any friend of Idris is a friend of mine.
Exactly. She's got pretty good taste.
Let's, I guess, start out because Jonathan's given his comic origin story on here before. Let's hear yours, Leo, to start out, and then we'll talk about how Spillblood came to be.
Sure. Well, I mean, I learned to read using comics. Reading Spider-Man, Batman, all the old Legion of Superheroes stuff. So, I mean, I've been reading comics for 40 years now.
Yeah.
And, wanting to be a retailer was something that I was always interested in and a goal. Thankfully, something I've been able to do a lot of. So, between selling comics and, publishing and stuff, it's really been since, almost 96 that I've been in one thing or another.
And what brought you then to make the leap from reading and selling comics to wanting to letter comics?
Well, really, like lettering was always a part of the process that I really enjoyed and paid attention to, and really thought it was sort of outside of my ability to do it until that the Nate Pico's book, the guide to lettering, or the lettering guide, came out, and it just spoke to me, and I was able to kind of put it all together at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And felt confident enough in what I was able to do to start reaching out and starting to get some gigs here and there.
Yeah, I mean, we at the shop we've seen a lot of your lettering on signs in the shop now, so I'd say it looks awesome. So glad to see
thanks.
it coming to comics now. Your first printed one behind me here, and now Spillblood's going to be a big project here.
Yeah, that one, I mean, Spillblood has been fun as hell, no pun intended, maybe. But
maybe actually intended.
But yeah, to step in with, this kick-ass creative crew and just be a part of it is fun. And, really, I can't imagine, being on a more fun book, especially for the first project that's been on Kickstarter. That's a new new thing as well. So
absolutely. So Jonathan, I guess then how did you and Stefano start the process of Spillblood? So we were talking, you guys got all kinds of different genres of stories going on. What made you take the step to this one?
Well, Stefano approached me about a year ago with just one image, and it's this one that was the this image right here. This is the print that I'm giving away to one of the day one backers. But he sent me that direct message and said, "Hey, I want to make a comic book about this." I was like, "That's what I had to go off of." So I'm looking at it. I'm like, I see like the skull floating in the air, the halo behind them, some guns. And I was like, all right, we got to go something like religious themed with this. So I brainstormed and gave him my synopsis of like, what if this was like this cursed priest, and like during the day he listens to people in the confessional booth, and then at night he becomes something else, and he something along those lines, and then he's Batman. But
it's a better origin story.
Instead of taking out the sinner, he takes he cuts off the snake at the head and removes the sin. So he was down for that, and something unique to this particular book of Stefano and I is that this one is not going to be watercolored, and it's going to be digital. It's black, white, and red.
Whose idea was that?
At first he said he wanted to do this one digital, and then he flipped back to watercolor, and I was like, I don't know, man. Let's stick with the digital, and
experiment.
We went full throttle with that. Everything else him and I did was watercolor, which has worked out great. But there's, I thought it was low risk, high reward to do digital for this one. And he still watercolored the cover. The A covers his, and it's a beautiful watercolor piece. But I think doing a digital is still going to be a good service for the fans and readers of this one.
Yeah,
there's that
absolutely
that beautiful water.
I always like when artists do something like a little tangential to their comfort zone.
Right. Yeah. And I think he's only like dipped into the digital arena for a little while now too. So
I was gonna say was Don't Spit in the Wind. I wonder if that was
I think he may have inked that one traditional, but it wasn't
digital color.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, because his color style on that was a lot different than the projects that I've seen him do with you.
Right.
And his own is it Iron Knight or something like
Iron
that?
Knight,
yeah.
Second Knight.
Right.
Like, I love his art. So it's like, see, you're writing it, he's doing the art. I'm like, sold. Immediately sold.
Thank you.
And then Leo's doing the lettering.
Yep.
Done.
Yep. Perfect triangle.
Right. All of it coming together there.
Yeah.
It's like Bermuda Triangle, but not cursed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Spillblood's cursed.
But in a good way.
In a good way.
A good curse for
yes.
the readers.
Right.
Yes.
In a cathartic way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This could be cursed right here.
Yeah.
It's not cursed.
I
had
this.
a lot of fun designing this Kickstarter page. This one I went really ham on. So
yeah, and Leo did the design of the Spillblood logo,
yeah,
right?
That's all the shirt.
Yeah,
It's
the
very
stickers.
like metal band. I love it.
Well, that's when Leo and I were talking about the
Like
the logo.
on.
You know, this reminds me of the band Down, and I was like, oh man, that cemented him on the project for me. I was like, wow.
right up there.
Yeah, that was like that's a perfect analogy. You know, I'm a metalhead. I know Stefano is, and then it fit the project. So yeah, that design is very marketable logo for sure.
Yeah.
We're slapping it on everything. We're getting a lot of miles out of that logo in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I think a
see
good
it being
logo
like one of those like iron-on patches that people put on their jackets.
Our next stretch goal reward is going to be for a woven patch.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
it's just got that vibe, like people with those jean jackets that are just like all like swagged out.
Yeah, those
you
are
can
cool.
see that happen.
Stretch goals are somewhere down here, I think, right?
Oh, the stretch goals are all the way at the top.
I went the wrong way.
There we go.
There we go.
And now we've covered everything.
Yep. All right.
That was it. See, guys.
No.
Yeah, it was a quick. You had to catch it all. There was a little bit of subliminal messaging going on in there.
Slow it down in the replay, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You could zoom in.
We talked really fast.
No, I mean, you guys have been killing it on hitting the goal and hitting these stretch goals. There's a trading card already.
Right.
Magnet.
I'm ever so curious as to what a tarot deck in this universe would look like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that would fit. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
like he's death, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Stefano's got that style
away from that patch.
Well, I mean, maybe some ingenious person will back us during this live show, and we'll unlock that one.
Hey guys, the link's in the.
How far away are you? I can't read that.
Down below.
$16.
Oh hell yeah! Do the thing, y'all.
But yeah, we're doing pretty good, and we got some. Leo and I were talking about some more stretch goals in the near future. I thought I must not have clicked save or something,
or even like a couple like little postcard prints that are like that,
Yeah, I mean we got room, but I must not have clicked save because I added the next the
6500.
Ooh.
Yeah, the 6500 is going to be a acrylic pin.
Ooh.
And since it's not up there, I'll show you guys. This is the big reveal. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Gotta put you on the
Everybody
big
full screen.
So at $6,660, so 6660.
Yes.
Ooh.
We will unlock an add-on cover by Francesca Fantini.
Oh, sold.
I mean, I got to be careful with this because her signature is still wet on here. But
that's
this is what
pretty.
Francesca killed that.
Yeah. So we'll make this a high res, obviously, and then put it.
Part of me wants it to be foil where the white is, though.
Oh,
I saw the art and I was like, oh, but if it was like silver foil?
Yeah. Make it shiny.
Listen, I am a squirrel, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So Francesca surprised me today with that. I came home.
What a wonderful surprise that is.
That's a
wonderful,
fantastic.
horrifying.
I feel
in the
like
best way.
I see brand new art from her every day showing up on Instagram.
She looks like she levels up every time she does something new too.
Yeah, she kills it. So
the dancing Spider-Gwen that she just posted recently is fantastic. Which reminds me, I need to send you a message about one of your last art books. I need to get one.
Sounds good.
She's got, I think she said 5 left. So.
Yeah, I think 5. Yeah, those sold pretty fast.
Put that out there. She has art books available. Save me one, but everyone else buy the other 4.
Surprised you're not asking about that art, Jeremy.
I can't this month. I just
that's right up your alley.
Comic shop.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a good find.
Listen, we don't need to talk about all the prints that I have right now. My friend went to San Diego Comic-Con. I got a book. I got some prints. I got some stuff. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah. And I've just bought a bunch of other stuff. So I'm like, art. I keep seeing everyone put up these like awesome art pieces. I'm like, can't do it.
If money wasn't an object, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's all make believe.
I think did John catch you guys in Portland?
Yeah. We got to hang out with John while we were over there, and he's a nice guy. He has his art book.
Yeah.
I love a good art book.
So also one of the other things that you guys had hit on the I think it was a stretch goal release, right? Was this cover here from
that's very
from Brian Silverbacks. Actually, we didn't even make that a stretch goal. Brian surprised me with that. And I was like, let's just give it to them. So we put it on there. The finish hyperware.
It's a one shot.
There we go.
It is finished.
But Brian surprised us with that, so we didn't bother making a stretch goal. We just instantly added it to the add-ons, and boy, was it well received.
That's badass.
Yeah, that's so nice.
I love the star thing behind his head. I don't know what to call that. Crown.
We call it halo.
I couldn't think of that word for a moment.
Yeah. But
Halo Ninja Star.
Shout out to Brian, Ringo nominated cover artist for this year. So
his process video for the art was pretty kick-ass as well.
Yeah.
I also like, I don't know if this was what he did with your logo or what you guys did with the logo, but what's happening there with like the see-through, but with the perspective.
That was something that, and maybe Jonathan remembered almost like instantaneously when he sent me the artwork and was like, look at this awesome thing we just got. And I immediately thought like, oh, it's going to have to be see-through.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to cover up any of that.
You could almost do that like
any of that white.
Thick.
I love it.
Yeah. It's perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
The translucent, the space in between the logo does the cover justice while still having the logo there.
And it's not too heavy in any of the spots. I feel like if it wasn't up there, it would look a little empty, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian knows what he's doing. He knows, you got to save some space for the logo.
And then your other cover artists, because you just have so much talent on this book here.
Yeah, very fortunate.
That gives me like light Umbrella Academy vibes for the first cover.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like it's got that minor class vibe to it. I like that a lot.
And then Joe Schmolke, friend of mine, phoned in a favor, and he came out with this beautiful piece too.
He's never done a bad cover.
I know.
No.
That's good. I love the halo. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, that turned out great. So
just everything design-wise on this just looking awesome.
Yeah, everything just fell into place nicely. I'm just really grateful to have such a well-received, project right now. It's been a lot of fun interacting, and we're giving away things. We're doing the giveaway for the day one print. We're doing a T-shirt like I'm wearing. I got some more giveaways lined up. We unlocked a ton of stretch goal stuff, so it's like, why not back this?
Keep going, yeah. You're getting it
right, and the minimum physical reward tier is $8 plus 7 shipping, so 15 total. Well, that gets you a 36-page comic book, a digital copy, sticker, trading card, magnet, poster. About to get a patch.
The best $8 plus shipping you could ever spend.
Hell yeah!
Exactly. Mailed directly from the creator. I mean, $15 doesn't go very far, but we're going to make sure that it does with this one.
Oh yeah.
I think this like is my favorite right here. Like just the vibes that this puts off.
Yeah. So
I just love black, white, and red like thematic.
Yeah, it's a really cool noir style. It's like a
it
Sin
always
City.
adds to a secondary layer when you're reading. I love it.
Right.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like you saying, Sin City or like some of the like Frank Miller kind of stuff is what I get the vibe from here.
And I think I've seen some other digital stuff from Stefano, and he really pulls out some Mike Mignola type stuff too with his work in the digital format. So because him and I have something else going on in the very early stages, and he sent me the pages for that, and I'm like, wow, this looks like something that could be in BPRD.
So yeah, I kind of especially with the A cover to this too. That's kind of got that similar vibe.
Yeah, the watercolor's got a very Gabriel Ba.
Yeah, for the Umbrella Academy. Yeah, or Day Tripper.
Yeah.
It just feels so classic and like timeless when you look at like the covers and the inside.
Any shops out there that want to get in on it?
We only have 2 retailer tiers left. This morning I started out with only 3 left, only 2. I mean, out of 10.
Hell yeah,
so that's not bad. We're really thankful that so many shops jumped in on it. And honestly, if some of my local stores hadn't had to close lately, I'm sure we would have already been gone by now with the retailer tier.
I love the pricing on this tier.
And someone snagged that I think day 1 within the first 24 hours.
Yeah. That Joseph Schmolke one's still available though.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's still up there. I mean, the Schmolke army is strong, but maybe they're maybe they just got to get their first of the month check, and then they can lock that in.
They're like, wait, I forgot. Hold on, time to go buy it right now.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, the streak continues of awesome books that you guys
Caffeinated Hearts.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all those are available in add-ons, including a few copies of that Zombies Were Human Too. That includes Stefano and I's story and his cover. And all backers, regardless, digital or physical, are getting a digital copy of Freak Show Night.
Nice.
If we hit 200 backers and we're like 23 away from that, I'll unlock another digital copy.
1,000.
Oh, great!
Hey,
yeah!
Everybody gets the patch.
There we go.
Swag out, guys.
So the next up is the acrylic pin.
Yeah.
And then we're not too far away from Francesca's cover unlocked.
Hell yeah! And we've got 15 days to go, so.
We're halfway through the campaign, and we're slowly approaching doubling the crowdfunding goal. So,
yeah, I think
we're stoked.
It's awesome to see. It's like I know there's lulls and Kickstarters working, and then there's like really good times, and everything about this project, I think, just writer, artist, letterer, whole.
I mean, nothing you've ever put out is bad. So like,
plus these other covers, the timing of this, I think it all is making this magically good. And
like I said, everything fell into place in the right way. Even the project video turned out fantastic. People at Comic Case Trailers knocked that out of the park. They do a lot of my project videos, and that one turned out really good. It's got that like Vincent Price. I told them I'm looking for 80s B movie horror style with the Vincent Price like narration, and that's what I got. So
a little OG scream going on.
I mean, I saw that first time, I was like, hell yeah, this sold.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, turned out good.
This isn't the only thing you got going on right now. We
That's
got
right. Quicksand
coming out from Scout Comics.
That's right. At the end of this month, August 23rd is issue 2. So we had to endure the 3-month thing that Scout does between issues 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think they call it like the launch window initiative.
They pushed it to three months now.
I think
maybe it's 2. It feels like it's been 6 months for me.
I feel like Scout relies on the word of mouth, not in a bad way. They're like, hey, we like to give shops a chance to push it out, get that issue out, get it into hands. Like, we have people who only run their box once a month. They only come in once a month, so they might not know to get the second one.
Yeah, there's science to it. Yeah,
I like it from the perspective of you maybe don't know about it. You can get that issue 1 later.
And you still have time to read it, add it to your FOC instead of missing it because FOC is like 2 days after.
I know from your side, you're like, all right, I want these issues out there, and I want people to read them, and I want to find out what's going on.
And you got to keep the momentum, the momentum.
Because you will forget. Marketing, I have forgotten that series are coming out before.
Yeah. It's tough. But yeah, there's science to it. Like if it wasn't for that gap, then you're already telling people to pre-order issue 4 before issue 2 comes out, and that's hard to do as well. So
because I run through my FOCs weekly, and I'm like, this issue just came out. Why is the next one already on FOC?
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's an error that happens, and issue 2 gets FOC'd before issue 1 hits shelf, and and then they're like, order a couple.
Our numbers.
Or like Leo probably knows, and Carolina, you're probably like, well, one person was pulling this, maybe we'll order their copy and that's it. And then everybody wants it.
Don't Spit in the Wind for us. There were like 3 indie people that were like, hell yeah, I want it. And then suddenly everybody was interested in it, and we were like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
We didn't get this many copies. We're gonna get more, but like we didn't get this many copies. What happened here?
Maybe they read my glowing review of issue 1 of Don't.
They read something and everybody went, we need this. And I was like, I mean, yes, but where were you 2 months ago?
Yeah. That was a really good 4-issue series that he did.
It was great.
Yeah.
That could be the most oft-repeated phrase.
We were a bunch of random people that just came in. They're like, I want to get this. How do I get this? And I'm like,
where were you 2 months ago?
Where were you? Who are you? And yes, you can. Give me your first name, please. Thank you. I'm going to make you an account.
Do you pull stuff here normally?
Have you ever been here before? Not in a bad way. Just like, how do you know about this?
Welcome in.
Welcome to the dark side.
Please order more comments. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, we had 3 issues come through Kickstarter on Quicksand, right?
Yeah, I did 2 crowdfunding campaigns for Quicksand, issue 1 and then issues 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And all 5 of them will come out through Scout. This year. So starting at the end of this month for issue 2,
each month,
and then they'll follow. So
yeah.
And I've seen creator proofs for all of them. And it's going to be like a really good combined 5-issue miniseries. Awesome. Hopefully the trade isn't too far behind after that too. I think that'd be really awesome. I think the trade will do it justice more so the single issues.
Yeah, I know sometimes the trades get delayed a little bit from Scout. I've seen a couple of them take a little bit extra time, but
there's still from what I understand, it's still backlogged from the paper shortage of trades that they need to do first. So
they're doing catch up work right now.
But you can't speed that process up either. So like you're behind, you're just behind.
The biggest pain of books right now.
Yeah.
There's a couple that I'm like still waiting on. I'm like, come on. But I get it. Those shortages.
Do something.
After the hurricane went through, the shortages for them hit harder on all that.
Yeah, Fort Myers got hit pretty tough.
Yeah. So I don't blame them at all. It's just one of those, like, again, the come on, happen quicker, please.
Right.
Everyone wants it to come out a little bit quicker. But Quicksand, what's the quick blurb of Quicksand in case anybody hasn't gone and checked it out from Scout?
Yeah, so quicksand's about this hole that opens up in the ground near the pyramids of Egypt, and these monsters just come crawling out, attack the city of Giza, run back in, and leave the whole world in shock. Like, what the hell was that? Um, and the world leaders say to themselves, well, we can't let that happen again. So they form this team of experts, send them down into that hole called Canary One, and the team never comes back. So we start the series about a year after that event, and the wife of the team leader, she wants to get her answers of where her husband is, and she's gonna get her answers even if it means going down in there with her own team. So it's very ground. Well, I like to call it grounded sci-fi story.
Mhm.
You know, we automatically hear sci-fi and think space, Star Wars, Star Trek, but people compare it easily to Starship Troopers, which is I get the comparison, and that's a flattering comparison, by the way. But it's
Do you remember Journey to the Center of the Earth? It's got like that minor vibes, or like that Will Ferrell comedy, which is essentially the same thing.
Oh yeah, Land of the Lost.
Yes,
Right.
It's got like that little like kind of like tingling that same vein.
Yeah, I mean, I was heavily influenced by a movie by Danny Boyle called Sunshine.
Really?
Which is about quick pitch for that one. Here you go, Danny Boyle. Let's
use this for your plug.
The sun is dying, and a team of astronauts are sent to reignite it. But that team is lost, and the second team goes to figure out they need to do the job because the first team went missing. So I was heavily influenced by that, and that's the kind of sci-fi I like. It is, you know, this is our last hope, you know, type sci-fi.
Yeah, and it's not like way out there sci-fi like Star Wars, Star Trek.
Were you a fan of Interstellar?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, Interstellar was great.
Starship Troopers, you say? Yeah.
Yeah. It's Starship Troopers esque.
Yeah.
It's a little comedy, a little serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of monsters.
Yeah. If you like monsters and you know another influence was James Cameron's Aliens. You know, I think the first Alien movie is very, very good, a very scary movie. But then the second one, when you have the Marines fighting like more than one alien, I think it sets it's a different type of movie. You know, it's action and horror at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Then outside of that, you also have another one releasing from Advent Comics right now, Capable.
Yes.
This is another previous Kickstarter project.
Right.
We know we've got issue 2 coming soon to the previews catalog.
Yeah, I was told from Advent it should be in next month's previews catalog.
Okay.
So that would be like a 6-month gap between issues 1 and 2, like literally.
So that'll have it coming out November?
I think so. Yeah. But yeah, Capable, super stoked about that one hitting the direct market. That's my one and only superhero story about a world where one day people with disabilities wake up and they have superpowers that are opposite of their handicap. So it's a really fun story for those that like twists on the superhero tropes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've read the first 5. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Advent will be slow. There's how many total there's going to be through
7.
Advent? 7.
Are they're releasing them as singles, right? Not as like graphic novel format?
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
2021 and 2022. Thank you, House of Nerds show. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's an important story.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really proud of it. Yeah. I mean, it takes that whole, you know, the Uncle Ben's to Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility, to like the extreme, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Leo, you, like we mentioned earlier, had your first printed lettering come out through this comic here.
Yeah, Starfell. It was very exciting to see that come out. I think this is week 3. They sold out of the first printing and had to go back to a second print.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's very fun. I believe some print copies are still available at starfellstudios.com, and it should be available digitally soon too. So you'll be able to check that out. And I hope I can say we're working on the trade, like a remastered trade of issues 1, 2, and 3. 3 was my first one as letterer, but we're going to remaster the first 2 so everything matches and looks super awesome. So yeah, that's been another fun ride so far too. That one's a lot more sci-fi.
I was gonna say that the lettering on that cover really is giving me Fallout vibes. And I'm here for that.
I believe in Mike Euler, the writer, might correct me, but I think Lucas, the artist, did the logo for that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the full team on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
So yeah, it's a little Stranger Things sort of vibe, maybe, but it's it's like I don't want to give too much away, but there's some aliens involved. It's a small town in Alabama, and there's a pretty wide cast of characters there that are all going to be kind of fighting these aliens at some point, and there's some other magical beings involved, and it's a lot of sort of mystery as the tapestry gets woven. So that's been quite a ride.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think something that you said there always strikes apparent when you're looking through comics is you want consistent lettering between issues. So you're like, especially when you're flipping through a trade and you're like, something's wrong here. So you switch from one issue to the next. So that's
absolutely.
I feel like usually you only see like font differences for like different speakers, a person and the demon voice, things
right.
like that.
Sure. Yeah, very deliberate usage of everything at your fingertips there.
This is supposed to make you aware that something is happening.
Right, yeah, and also be sort of seamless and just sort of blend in to where you don't even realize it's happening.
Yeah.
They say the best lettering is the kind that you don't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
100%,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be reading books and I'm like, why did they choose this font?
Leo, it was starfellstudios.com?
Yes, I believe so.
Or do a Google search for Starfell Studios. But yeah, no, you want lettering that, and like the typical stuff doesn't stand out, but then like for me, when I see sound effects that really pop and stand out and really
the neon Jesus
things together, that I love. Like,
yeah, that was a fun one.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying that was a bit of a process too. It's really part of the fun of this project is the collaborative aspect of it, and the art changed a little bit from the first version that came in, and that was just kind of going back and forth, figuring out the right sort of treatment just for that, because at first I think we tried to do what would have looked like a regular sign, but like we were, it was important to get that neon effect going.
Right.
Like, it looks like it's almost like something that you could question, is he really seeing this, or like is this just something that he's seeing?
Like mirage.
Hallucination? Is this happening? Like, it's so, I like it. I like that style on the back.
Yeah, and Stefano's just like the texture on that page with just the rain streaks.
Mm-hmm.
He did such a great job.
I just love all the additional things he throws into the artwork.
Yeah,
the drip at the bottom.
Yeah, it's just those little things add so much more to it.
Yeah,
he really looks at the page as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again,
the White Rain.
It's such a good page.
Yeah,
it's such a good page.
And there's
the teardrop.
Like, I kind of wish he did make this page like not digital, because
so you can buy it.
Because I like how, like,
safer for that reason. But
on his coat too, like you have the White Rain, and then it looks like the red smoke. Like when rain hits really hot asphalt, and it kind of like steams up.
Yeah,
kind of got that vibe going on, like at the bottom of the coat.
It's
so good.
And there's going to be plenty more of those splash pages throughout the rest of the book. So it's going to. I learned after Freak Show Night to not busy up pages with a bunch of panels when working with Stefano. That's why, like, our second book, Space Cadet, is all splash pages, and he just got to like just go full, throttle, crank it up to 11, and just every page is like a painted masterpiece in that book.
Like Caffeinated Hearts has a lot of that too, where you have a 2-page splash.
We have like a few 2-page splashes in Caffeinated Hearts, and then the rest of our is four panels per page, nothing more than that in Caffeinated Hearts. I think I stuck to the no more than 4. There might be a 5er somewhere, maybe not in these preview pages, but in the script. And who knows, Stefano might see that it's 5 panels and only draw 4.
Yeah, not do that.
I'll let him take the liberties that he knows best.
I feel like this is maybe the most panels I've seen from you guys, except for, like you said, the first time you worked with him.
Right.
But this is what I feel like when I'm talking about when I say the sound effects. I see them popping.
Yeah,
in here, and it works. It works with Stefano's artwork so well, and flipping from red to black to white to lining up with all that.
Yeah, thank you. That was part of the fun too. Is that with it being black, white, and red, it's sort of a limited palette for the sound effects, and that. But I mean, the art's such a pleasure to deal with that it's all just sort of easy.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool book once it's complete. I can't wait to have it in my hands. It's a 36-pager. That's also more than I've done before with Stefano.
Long boy.
So this is a thick boy with a lot of extra goodies with it. So
I really do just love the halo on him. I think it's so great.
It's
probably my favorite design aesthetic of the character.
The second that 6660 happens, I'm backing another bit for Francesca's cover.
Awesome, thank you.
We need that to happen.
This will be Francesca's first cover on one of my books.
Aww.
So
definitely need that.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Let's see. We gotten any closer? We got a little closer. Another backer on there.
Getting closer to that pin, closer to that Francesca Fantini cover.
And 21 more backers to hit 200.
Yeah, and then we'll get another digital comic book at 200 backers. I'm impressed that we are at as high a dollar amount at less than 200 backers.
Is Francesca hinting something here?
Maybe it's the second cover. Oh, well, I mean, yes, she has done another cover for a book that we haven't put out yet.
Is this the project that you guys are working on together?
The first public cover.
Right. Our other comic book. So this Spillblood cover will probably be printed before our other book. But actual Drac.
What's up?
Yeah.
Drac in the house. Any progress on that other project that you're able to talk about?
Any behind the scenes you can share?
I mean, we got a good amount done to start pitching to publishers. So we're looking for some finance, some help in that department, so we can really kick the tires on it and start getting that out sooner than later. But you know,
so
it's out of our hands, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome though, to be in that stage of everything, and then of course, like you said, having that money so Francesca can spend the time working on that.
Yeah, we can't crowdfund every single book, you know. I mean, I could be like some. I learned today in a Discord that the creator has multiple Kickstarter accounts, so he can do multiple Kickstarters at the same time, and I totally think that's terrible.
I know one that does it is very productive with it, but I know there are others that do it and are.
Well, and usually it's like one right after another, not at the same time.
Right.
Like Peepo's has always got something going, but he waits. He lets the thing finish, then does the next one.
He hasn't been on Kickstarter in a while now with all of his Marvel stuff.
No, he's a little too busy. Busy.
And now he's got a Mad Cave book coming up soon too.
And the fulfillment alone on these things takes a lot out of you. You know, so
takes your whole room of your house.
What's up?
My room is still disheveled from filling the Capable 5 campaign last year. You know, so.
Yeah, no, I know the fulfillment side of things is really the hardest, not the hardest, but one of the
it's very time
campaign part's hard, but also like the afterwards, that's.
Yeah.
And you got to be meticulous. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to short anybody.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it and hate it at the same time. Like to see it, like, the packages go out the door. That's like a rewarding part.
Knowing that people are getting it.
Yeah. Like, oh man, it's people are getting it, packing it up, seeing it, come together. That's why I haven't, handed that process over to any like fulfillment, like a backer kit or anything like that. I like it. I wish I didn't have to do it, but I like it. So
I feel like it makes you appreciate it a little bit more though.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
And the more work you have to do. Oh, go ahead, Leo.
I was just going to say, I don't enjoy shipping. I enjoy having shipped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say
seeing them all start getting marked as in process, process.
Yeah.
And the more work you have to do there, that means the more people get to enjoy the comic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leo, you got any other comics you're working on right now within the lettering department, or
anything to play?
Yeah, right now Starfell and Spillblood are just sort of at the top. Like I said, we're doing the remastering of Starfell 1 and 2 for the trade. That'll be like later this year. So right now that's top 2 on the stove.
Well, Leo doesn't know it, but I got more projects for him. That's for sure.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
He's like, that's exactly what I want. More work.
He fell for my trap. He's doing such a great job with this one that now he has to do more work.
I mean, this is what happens once you get on one indie project and people see it, more people are going to be coming for you.
We did Leo and I also did an 8 or 10 pages for a contest with Negative Space. So hopefully that will be out later this year. Y'all can see that. So that's another thing him and I did. They're running a short comic contest right now. So
that one was real fun. Can we say what the title is, or do you want to hold it?
It's called Abracadabra. It's about this little boy with a speech impediment, and he can't say the word abracadabra at the talent show. But when he does,
hilarity ensues. No,
magic happens.
All the people that were making fun of him instantly regret it. So it's a cool little.
Is this so like reverse? Imagine everybody in your underwear type of situation.
It's more like
picture everybody in their underwear. You're fine.
That Twilight Zone story where the boy can like do anything with his mind and like he's controlling his whole family and like the town doesn't exist outside of the house. It's more like that.
So it's
vibes.
Like it's WandaVision.
WandaVision. Kind of like WandaVision, yep. But and then I'm working on some. Speaking of quicksand, I'm working on something new with Deborah Lanchinese, the artist on quicksand. So I started a new project with her, an all ages thing. It's very new, but she completed already issue 1. I haven't got it colored yet, but I got my sights on Leo as the letterer for that one. That'll probably be a 4 or 5 issue miniseries. So hoping.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's always good to hear. When you guys have a lot of projects that you're in process with, that you got new things coming up, new story ideas.
Yeah,
and especially given how good this looks, it's nice to know the next one's gonna look just as good.
Yeah, more things in the works. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
What other things have you guys been reading lately?
Oh, let's see. On Hoopla, I've been got addicted to Hoopla.
Oh yeah. I was just talking to this guy right here about that today.
Right, Hoopla's a great app. I've been reading Chroma on that. I'm a little behind on that, but that's a beautiful story. And
that came through Image not that long ago.
Image,
right?
yeah, and I think it was one of it was like a deluxe size in print, like a magazine size. But I'm reading it on my iPad.
Are you getting like light Giver vibes from it?
Yeah, I can see that.
That was the vibe I was getting when I first read it. I was like, this is like the Giver with the color.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And I try to stay up to date on Something's Killing the Children. Grimm. I like a lot of stuff that.
New issue just came out for Grimm today.
Yeah.
Have you been reading Once Upon a Time at the End of the World?
No, I have not.
You should pick that one up. You should pick that one up. It's in that vibe. It's in that like kind of
issue 8.
You'll enjoy it if you're liking that other stuff that you just listed off.
Yeah,
this is the least I've picked up.
Are you reading Black Cloak?
In a week. Black Cloak is amazing.
I think I read issue 1 of that one and didn't get around to issue 2.
I hate read the first issue because I was like, how dare you compare yourself to Saga in your own fucking solicit advertisement?
Yeah,
no, you don't get to make that.
Oh,
so
I didn't even know.
It was like proper comparison. Okay,
I must have missed their solicit because in my own review of it, compared it to Saga.
I was big bad. I was like, but that's okay. You can compare it to Saga. You can't compare yourself to Saga.
Yeah, that's ballsy.
They're like, do you like Saga? And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna read you out of bitterness and anger.
And it worked for them.
It is so good.
Yeah, no, I stopped Grimm, but I'm gonna read it like trade paperback now. I've tried to
just love the art
back on single issues.
Yeah,
I'm running out of room.
I've been reading Parker Girls. Bringing it back to Parker Girls.
Yeah, the one that just got delayed for no reason.
Yeah,
like there was supposed to be
Strangers in Paradise continuation.
Yeah, didn't they just release a collection of that? Or no?
Which one?
Parker Girls?
It's probably about time for a collection.
Yeah, I know issue 8 just came out, so probably 1 through 5 or 1 through 6.
Maybe I'm thinking of a previous. There's something by him that got released, collected recently. I don't know. I mean, it also could have been like a month ago, and in my head, a month ago was just like last week. time.
Motor Girl. What else?
I don't know. Time has been weird in the last
Listen, time is relative.
That's fair.
It's
time
not real.
And relative.
It's like money. It's not real.
Dimension in space, something like that. TARDIS. What? Doctor Who? No. All right.
You're on your own with that one, Jeremy.
I'm committed to Star Wars. I don't have the room for that.
I'm the only Whovian here. Sorry. Granted, I haven't watched the past 3 seasons probably, but I'll catch up one day. Yeah, no, this cool one last week.
Yeah.
With somebody's awesome cover here.
That's right. Yeah, and the second one I believe is being solicited too. Her covers. She did a cover for that one.
Thank you. Yeah, the second second issues and previews right now for Rebel Girls.
Yeah.
The inside art does not look like Francesca's art, but it's
still good.
Still good. It's a good read. Yes. And that one also back there that I got, Per Evil. Fantastic.
Per Evil.
I
have the first issue. I haven't read it yet, but I picked it up.
Yeah, Francesca picked that one up. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Check that one out. Laura Braga on the art, but Mirka Andolfo writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
she's great.
Yeah, fantastic. I guess I'm like I've been drawn to like animal
stuff,
animal books, but this is not really animal focused. But at the same time, there's an involvement in cats.
Okay,
she's a cat girl.
And then Sirens in the City, fantastic.
That was great. Yeah,
a lot of good number ones recently.
Oh yeah, painfully so, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it also like I'm finding ways to cut the list down, but still focus on like the really good stuff that's coming out. There she is. You've seen it before, maybe. But yeah, anything else you guys got coming up? Like, are you going to any cons coming up, Jonathan? I know you had a bunch that you've done this year.
Yeah, cons are almost over for me this year. In case something New York Comic Con comes, says something about having an extra space there. But there's a small one here in Florida in November called Lake County Comic Con. I believe it may or may not be their first show, but they have a lot of good indie creators there and some other like celebrities. So looking forward to that's like a 1-day show on a Sunday in November. Nice. And then in later this month, I'm going to be in South Florida at a shop called Way Back When Collectibles, which isn't really a traditional comic book store. They have comics there, but it's more of like a memorabilia collector store where like you might see like a 1980s cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan promoting some hamburger, and tchotchkes from Star Wars from the 70s. Like it's that kind of story, and I'm really looking forward to going there.
If there's a life-size Jar Jar Binks cutout, you need to let me know.
I'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah. So Francesca and I are going to be there in a couple of weeks, and I'm excited about that.
Very cool.
I got some friends that work at that store, and it's just going to be it just sounds like a cool place to spend the day at. Even if I don't even sell a comic book, I'm sure I'm going to.
It'd be cool to just walk away with like place.
A Star Wars Sea Monkey kit or something like that.
Some really odd memorabilia.
Blue Boba Fett outfit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat one more time. In case anybody's hopped in here at the end, you want to do like another quick pitch of what Spillblood is for the people hopping in at the end?
Yeah. So Spillblood, live on Kickstarter right now, fully funded and unlocking a ton of stretch goal rewards. It's a 36-page one-shot in black, white, and red, and it's about this haunted priest that listens to people confess their sins during the day, and then at night he resolves those sins in a very violent manner. So
as one does.
Yeah.
Now it's updated on here too.
Okay, that was weird. I wonder why that didn't show.
Maybe it wanted to wait until the 6,000 went up to put up the new ones.
Maybe
it was waiting. Maybe I needed to refresh the page. Maybe that was it. We revealed this cover earlier in the show, so if you missed it, go back and find it. But some awesome artists that might be in the chat.
Maybe.
But yeah, Leo, you got anything else you want to plug while you're on here?
But just linelettering.com if you want to give me a holler. Yeah. Spillblood on Kickstarter.
Yeah, and you're
just roll it out.
Yeah, and I've got your Twitter, both of your Twitters and Instagram, or sorry, X's
No, we're still calling them
it's Twitter. He had to take the stupid sign down. It's Twitter.
Yeah, and then the Instagrams, which I guess then would be, if people use Threads, they can follow from there to Threads. Link down below. Leo at Lion Lettering and Thumbknuckler, your 2 different handles. And then yours is just your name, just missing all the vowels.
Missing the vowels. I need to buy a vowel.
Need to buy several vowels.
Some jerk already had Jonathan Hedrick, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just remove the vowels. Your mind sees the letters anyways when you're reading
it. Exactly, so. That's how that works. You might be dyslexic, you might not.
I automatically know what yours is, so because of that, so it's
perfect.
Yeah. Thank you both for coming on. Thanks for
having us here.
Always good to chat.
To the live stream world. We'll be back next Wednesday at the same time at 8 p.m. Eastern with Travis Gibb and company to talk Cthulhu Invades Neverland.
My favorite Green Boy.
Last year, Ringo nominated anthology series, so it's a good anthology series. So
I was in the first one. I was in. I did Cthulhu Invades Oz, the Tin Man story.
Yes.
Heart of Rust. So good.
That's how I met
a good series.
That's how I met you and him, was picking up the Cthulhu series and then the Recount series from you at that Pensacon many moons ago.
That's right. Yes. Travis was there.
That's how it all started. But yeah, thanks everybody who's been on here, who's catching this later. We appreciate you guys watching. We will be back next week, and have a nice night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.